Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Margaret Lin. Thank you for joining us. Tzu Chings and drum team members from 13 countries performed a musical drama to celebrate 2017 Global Tzu Ching Day. A devoted Tzu Chi volunteer from Taiwan wins people's hearts by making a cup of tea as each Tzu Chi activity. A new Daai radio program shares impressive life stories and brings positive energy to the listeners. In China, Tzu Chi volunteers in Guangzhou recently brought winter clothing to a family whose children are raised single-handedly by their grandmother. Meanwhile, Tzu Chi volunteers in Changsha, Hunan, conducted their first winter aid distribution in Huitang. Volunteers concerned about families in need led them to visit a family whose flooded house was rebuilt by the government.
After completing the winter aid distribution in Huitang town, the volunteers still need to visit a family despite the long distances. Zhou Hanmin, who has a mobility issue, has been waiting in front of his new home, taking photos with the volunteers. He has made a vow.
After my daughter finishes her studies, I will help other less fortunate people if I have the ability.
After his house was destroyed by a flood, the government has helped him rebuild it. What makes him even happier is that his daughter hugged him at Tzu Chi scholarship distribution ceremony.
Before this day, I've never hugged my father. I argue with him and even fought with him. Everyone has his or her rebellious period. My father has never bought new clothes or new shoes during the year.
In Guangzhou of Guangdong, these children are raised by their grandmother.
Can you wear this? Take a look. Check to see if this one is still too big. Which one can you wear? May I leave this for you? This will keep you warm in the winter.
This is a broken family. After Mrs. Dong's son was in prison, her daughter-in-law divorced and left her with the grandchildren. As the volunteers asked the children to try on the winter clothes, their hearts go out to the children. The certificates on the wall show that the children rise above the difficulties in life.
Since I know you need this, I brought this for you. You can do practices in this book. Make sure you do it so I can check it when I come again.
Seeing his homework, I'm reminded of my nephew. He needs to be pushed to do his homework. However, this boy takes the initiative to do his homework.
Since the family needs to save up on energy, the children do their homework during daytime with the sunlight. Tzu Chi volunteers will be by their side, helping this family pursue a better future.
In celebration of 2017 Global Tzu Ching Day, 2-day classes were recently held in Taiwan, where Tzu Chings and drum team members from 13 countries joined hands to perform a musical drama. They also shared what they had done this past year, hoping to inspire more young people to make society a better place.
Drum beats started and their singing began. The performance is touching because their movements are well organized.
My grandmother brought me up since I was little, and I've never had my parents around. But when I came to Tzu Chi, I feel like I found my second home.
Tzu Chings around the world have come back home this past weekend. The 2 days classes have ended and everyone gathered up to perform the show they've practiced for a long time.
It's very rare for you all to perform in this show at such a young age. I hope that Tzu Chings can really set good examples for our society.
Over 600 Tzu Chings returned to their spiritual home, Hualien, for the 20th anniversary celebration. They expect themselves to take the responsibility to be a good impact to the society. Many Tzu Chings around the world have hosted their own celebration events for the Global Tzu Ching Day.
就是20年前的学姐，他也有带他的团队一起回来参加我们的这个请送的 的演绎。
Tzu Ching has established for 25 years, and many more young people have participated internationally. Even in South Africa, the seeds of love have also grown.
They came to our country, to help, like to bring change, to bring happiness to those who who have lost hope. So that is one of the things that made me to join Tzu Chi Foundation.
Tzu Chings do not feel tired after 2 days classes, as they have set their goal to use their energy to spread love everywhere in the world.
Also in Taiwan, Tzu Chi volunteers in various communities are holding Tzu Chi's year-end blessing ceremonies. These events in different regions have different themes and styles. Let's take a look at the year-end ceremonies in Taipei, New Taipei, as well as Hsinchu City.
At Hsinchu Jingsi Hall, Tzu Chi's year-end blessing ceremony is similar to a New Year celebration event, as the attendees have dressed up. Many people have brought their filled coin banks to be donated to Tzu Chi. Tzu Chi volunteers perform bell and drum, inspiring those in the audience.
岁月悠悠，人生。
Time flies and life is short. In the finale, it points out the truth about life, that it teaches us to get rid of these worries.
把这些烦恼给它转化嘛。
As an onstage volunteer, I'm asked to adopt a vegetarian diet. I then discovered that going meatless is also doing a good deed. We've often said that adopting a vegetarian diet is the same as freeing animals' lives.
Everyone works with one heart to simplify the complicated sutra verses and present it for the public.
The attendees also received the red envelopes of blessing and wisdom, which is imbued with everyone's best wishes. In New Taipei City, at Tzu Chi Sanchong grounds, there are all sorts of games and activities.
Since I was trying something new, I focused on it. Then I would not think about other things, but focus on the task at hand and relieve my pressure. I've never felt so peaceful.
With the performance of Chinese Seder, there's an atmosphere of New Year festivities. Wang Sumei, who was diagnosed with lung adenocarcinoma 2 years ago, now seizes the time to give of herself.
I should not stop volunteering just because I'm not feeling well. I still need to participate and get in contact with other people. This way you will feel that you are living a fulfilling life.
The performers of the sign language songs are community seniors. The eldest one is 84 years old and is agile despite old age.
I'm happy to come here and I'm filled with joy every day. I feel quite happy. I simply enjoy coming here.
Festive atmosphere can also be felt in Tzu Chi Nehu grounds, where people see symbol of blessings.
We enlarge the characters for blessing and wisdom. The meaning is that as we cultivate blessing, we can nurture our wisdom as well.
Shi Amborohead is also present. He cries, recalling how Tzu Chi volunteers help out when he flooded in June.
Every time Tzu Chi asks me to come, I come with gratitude because Tzu Chi volunteers have done so much.
As the attendees come with gratitude and joy, they're also embracing a festive and joyful New Year.
At Tzu Chi's year-end blessing ceremonies, participants can usually receive a red envelope of blessing and wisdom. This envelope may be meaningful to some people, and this can be proved in the TCM data from Malacca, Malaysia. Xiao Chong started to cherish this special envelope because he recognized Master Zheng Yan's wisdom. He has been collecting it for 18 years. Let's take a look. These newspaper clippings and photos on the wall are memorable. The red envelopes of blessing and wisdom are an eye-catching collection.
师父, what is this specialty?
This is Tzu Chi.
Yeah, Tzu Chi. Appreciation
from Taiwan.
This TCM daughter from Malacca, Malaysia, who is good at Chinese bone setting and massage, has been collecting Tzu Chi's red envelopes of blessing and wisdom for 18 years. However, he didn't take this envelope seriously in the past.
When a Tzu Chi sister gave me the envelope, I was wondering what it was for and why the master gave it to me. I didn't care about it as I kept it in the drawer. Later I realized that master's every blessing comes from great effort.
He received blessings from Master Zheng Yan with respect. You can see he has neatly put up every year's red envelope of blessing and wisdom.
Mr. Xiao now cherishes every red envelope he has received. In addition to seizing every chance to introduce Tzu Chi to the patients, he also sorts recyclables in his clinic.
In the beginning, I sold many cartons and I could earn at least $52 a week. Later, I heard that Tzu Chi uses the money they earn from selling recyclables. So I started to give recyclables to them and have been doing this for more than 10 years.
Besides relieving pain for his patients, Xiao also feels happy to share blessings, making his life more meaningful while carrying out his medical mission. In our next report, we meet a devoted Tzu Chi volunteer from New Taipei, Taiwan. Peng Xuyinmei has spent nearly a decade developing a friendship with others by making them a cup of tea. After she became a certified Tzu Chi volunteer in 2009, she started to explore tea making as she always feels happy to serve tea to others as every Tzu Chi activity. Here's more. For many years, I have had trouble bending my knees after walking. Since Tzu Chi has a lot of activities, we usually have to walk upstairs and downstairs, but I have difficulty bending my knees. I just cannot feel at ease, so I come to help. Actually, I have been making tea for at least 7 or 8 years. I feel very happy to do this. Making tea for others helps develop a friendship with them, making them a cup of tea and wishing them good health.
Mama, 你要啉什么茶？这是白滚水，这是茶米茶，小叶红茶。
I seem to have met her for 12 years. It wasn't until we served as assistants when we returned to the Jingsa abode in Hualien that I knew both of us are mason workers. She has been engaged in work for a long time and is an experienced worker. Besides pushing a wheelbarrow full of bricks and cement, she also needs to mix sand, gravel, and cement. Her workload is no less than a man's.
I volunteered to help with the construction of Daai Homes, Yanping Elementary School, and rebar installation in Hualien. As long as I'm still healthy, I don't need to think too much, just do it.
师姐，我要糖。好。因为师姐，我要切芭乐的刀。师姐，我要手套。因为师姐，我要茶叶。好，等一下哈。
After I became a certified Tzu Chi volunteer in 2009, I have been in charge of general affairs for 7 or 8 years until now. I help out in the kitchen, the toilets, and at the recycling station.
For more than 10 years, I followed her to serve tea. She usually asks us to help out at 6 a.m., but when we arrive, she has already completed 80% of the work because she always comes here at 3 or 4 a.m. She is very considerate, just like our mother.
Before my mom joined Tzu Chi, she was a very vocal woman. But after she made contact with Tzu Chi, she has lost something while also gaining something. She volunteers with joy, and she always feels happy. As her children, we all feel at ease.
I have learned from Master Zheng Yan that we should not complain nor compare ourselves to others. If we think it is the right thing, then just do it. I will work hard to get things done. Radio has produced a new broadcast program that interviews people from different professions, sharing their life stories. A senior actress, Lin Jiali, will be hosting the program along with another senior TV program host, Xie Jiaxun. The hosts hope this program will help the listeners explore the true meaning of life.
用心深呼吸，与大地共生息。各位听众朋友，大家好，我是林嘉丽，菜鸟广播主持人。
After being an actress for 20 years, Lin Jiali is becoming the host for Daai Radio's new broadcast program for the first time.
好，严肃一点，好，1、2、3，
严肃一点。
In addition, Xie Jiaxun is also a broadcast host for this new program. She'll build up rapport with the audience.
这所有的听众朋友一起来探索探索可能人生或者是。
We will accompany our audience as we explore the true meaning of life. I hope to invite everyone to look at the depth of life.
可以跟很多的不同领域的来宾，然后
After talking with program guests with different backgrounds, we can bring different experiences to our listeners. I hope it will be a very approachable program.
我8岁的时候，我就梦想，我将来会成为一个电影跟广播的导演。
In the first episode of the new radio program, senior TV director Pan Yi-an talked about her life story, hoping to bring positive energy to the listeners.
希望将大爱广播所要传达的精神理念呢。
We hope to spread the spirits and principles of Daai Radio to more people. I think this will be a very good radio program because we work hard to find people with impressive life stories and invite them to our show.
The brand new Daai Radio program will be focused on health, education, environmental protection, and other topics. It will be aired on Broadcasting Corporation of China from 7 to 8 on Saturday mornings. The hosts hope the one-hour program will give the listeners a lot of positive energy.
A small act of care for seniors can bring joy to elderly in nursing homes. Tzu Chi volunteers from Central Taiwan showcase their talents in different ways to make seniors happy. On the other end, members of Tzu Chi drum team from Taipei's Zhongshan district also went into the community to care for seniors. The vitality of these young people made the nursing home full of happiness and energy. Let's join them there. Members of the Tzu Chi drum team from the Zhongshan districts of Taipei City go into the community to care for the elderly. Young people's vitality has inspired the seniors to sing and dance. Family members who come to visit their seniors also feel a lively atmosphere.
This is the first time I have seen many young people coming here. We are now full of vitality and passion.
This is also the first time many members of the drum team have interacted with the seniors.
Coming here to do this thing is very meaningful. Many children nowadays live a happy life, and they can never imagine how hard the life was in the past.
These young people have learned to comfort the elderly, bringing joy to the community. In central Taiwan, there is also a group of Tzu Chi volunteers who visit nursing homes regularly to care for the elderly. This senior sings along with the familiar melody played by the saxophone. Volunteers carefully help them wash their feet, just like taking care of their own seniors.
Both of my parents are over 80 years old. Having this chance to serve the seniors, I feel very warm and thankful.
Every time when volunteers from Central Taiwan visit this nursing home, they can always make the seniors happy by performing sign language songs and playing the ocarina. This touching moment has been left in everyone's heart as they look forward to seeing each other the next time. Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital in Taiwan has signed an international medical cooperation with San Mateo of the Philippines, working together to eradicate tuberculosis. 151 people have already completed 6 months of medication treatment. Currently, 34 patients are still under treatment. To safeguard these patients' health conditions, a medical team went with local volunteers to visit them and remind them to take medicine regularly. It has been 3 years after Taiwan's Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital signed an international medical cooperation with San Mateo of the Philippines. Medical professionals make house calls to understand the living environments of patients with tuberculosis.
After our visit to the patients' homes, we found their homes are very narrow with many family members living together. If there is poor air circulation in the house, there will be a big chance for residents to get TB infections. Many of the families have the problem.
This 2-year-old boy suffers from TB. After taking medicine regularly, he has become much healthier.
With the free medication, my son's health condition has improved. He no longer coughs and he seldom catches a cold. He has become healthier and improved his physical strength.
To save money to buy her son's medication, this woman was once unable to pay water and electricity bills.
Now I feel at ease because Tzu Chi provides my son with medication. I no longer worry about medication costs. I just need to go to the health center regularly.
I feel very happy because with the treatment, their health condition have improved. I hope all of the children can take medicine regularly.
In San Mateo, there are 34 TB patients who are currently under treatment. Medical professionals cooperate with local volunteers to visit each household, giving them health education as well as caring for their living situations. To give underprivileged residents a chance to improve their life, the Tzu Chi Philippines chapter has been holding a 2-month mechanical operation training course. In addition to teaching students how to operate a variety of equipment, volunteers also incorporate Tzu Chi's humanitarian culture into the course, hoping to develop students' expertise as well as right attitude in life. The instructor teaches the students how to use equipment such as the lathe and the drill. The students operate the machines themselves. Tzu Chi Philippines chapter has started the mechanical operating training course for underprivileged residents. In this course, students can also learn Tzu Chi's humanitarian spirit. After listening to the stories that Master Zhen Yan has told, students also share their life experiences with one another.
We've learned a lot from Master's stories. For example, we should be kind to others, and we should avoid creating problems in society.
24-year-old Resty Doria comes from Marikina City. He used to argue with his sister frequently due to financial problems, but here he has learned to interact with his family with love. 26-year-old Elizar Verano, who comes from San Mateo, also feels moved by this course.
I hope that more people can attend this course so that they can help more people.
This vocational training course started on November 6th and will last for 2 months. Humanitarian classes are provided every Monday. In total, 23 participants have benefited from this course, which helps improve their life as well as inspire their compassion to help those in need. At the end of the year, Tzu Chi volunteers invited elderly people from 5 different communities in Hualien, Taiwan, to attend the reunion banquet at Tzu Chi University. We will leave you with these images. See you next week.